Hi, I'm Todd Henderson, and I'm going to show you how to install the Gator FX5 cover on this 2015 Ford F-150. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to take our weather seal out of the box. We're going to install it on the portion of the bulkhead that's closest to the tailgate. We're going to push this all the way up against the bed cap. All right, so we're starting on the passenger side. We've got the passenger side rail here. You're going to see a big aluminum tab sticking out the front portion of it. It has a rubber flap on the inside that's going to hang on top of the bed cap. So what we're going to do is put it up against the bed cap, drop it down on the bed cap to make sure that rubber seal seats properly against the bed cap. We're going to pull it forward as far as possible as we'll go. We're going to take our first clamp, we're going to spread it apart. We're going to set it up into the rail. Now it's very important that the grooves on the clamp line up to the grooves on the rail. We're going to set that in there first finger tight. Make sure everything is pulled all the way forward. We're going to take a 9/16 wrench. We're going to pull that down until it starts to bite. Once it starts to bite a hold of that rail, we're going to then put some down pressure on that rail to seat the top of that rail down to the bed cap. Then we can continue tightening down the clamp. All right, now we're going to take our second clamp. We're going to slide that up in there. We're going to tighten it up finger tight. Again, use our 9/16 wrench. Seat the rail at the top and finish tightening it down. For our last clamp, we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to go as far back at the end of the rail as we can. Tighten it down by hand. Make sure the grooves and the clamp match up to the grooves inside the rail. Now with the rail in place, we can go ahead and attach our prop rod. It's popped right into the ball stud and it rests inside the clip. We're going to take our drain tube. It's going to fit right over top of the spout coming out of our drain cup on the rail. And we're going to take the other end of it. I've already made a hole down at the bottom exiting the bed of the truck. It's going to fit that drain tube right through that hole. There you go. Repeat the same process on the opposite side. Now we can go ahead and place the cover on the rails we just installed. Make sure that the short panel faces towards the cab of the truck. We just want to make sure the inside frame of the panel goes up against the bulkhead so this rubber seal lays on top of the bulkhead seal. And we can nudge it forward until it hits. Here's the elevator bolt assembly you're going to get in the kit. We're first going to remove the star knob. We've got a flat washer, rubber washer, and lock washer we're going to remove. We're going to leave one flat washer on that elevator bolt and push the elevator bolt down in through this hole. That goes down through the tab below. All right, so now here's the elevator bolt coming down through the aluminum tab coming out of the rail. We're going to take our rubber washer, flat washer, and lock washer and slide it up over that elevator bolt and put our star knob in place. We're going to catch those threads and get it to where it just starts to touch. We're not going to tighten it down just yet because we're going to still be able to adjust the cover. We'll repeat the same process on the opposite side. Now we can go ahead and fold the cover back towards the tailgate. Every panel that comes down, we just want to make sure that it's centered in between the rails. When you get down to the very end, you just want to examine, make sure you're perfectly centered inside the rails. And once we have it all centered, we want to make sure we stay inside the bed of the truck and very gently fold the cover back up towards the cab of the truck. You just want to make sure this cover does not shift side to side because we've set the alignment. Now we need to tighten it down. When you get it nice and snug, no need to over tighten these. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and wipe down the aluminum on the cover with rubbing alcohol. What that does is that cleans off the surface so I can get a good contact with my rubber bumpers. Next, what we're going to do is we'll rotate this up and see where it would contact the cab. Okay, we got a spot dead in the center where it contacts the cab. So we're going to put rubber bumper right in the middle. And we'll work out to here. And one on the opposite side as well. All right, now this cover has been shipped. As you can see, the seal is kind of pointed down a little bit from the packaging. No problem, it is EPDM rubber. It will go back to where it wants to be. What we're going to do for now is we're going to go ahead and close the tailgate, close the cover on top of it, and make sure that the seal is poking out along the sides. Typically it will want to buckle under initially, but that will go away. All you got to do is fix it and then let it sit in the sun for a little bit. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts. We're here to help you out.